gotta set up the atrium. Yeah, fill this up to line 20. And overflow it.
Good.
Okay. Then this is a cheater if you turn this.
Pull that in.
Perfect amount.
Water seal.
Water seal is done. Now, what people don't know is this can never be closed again once you hook it up to the patient, or it'll collapse their lung.
Correct. Do not shut the sucker off.
Okay, so now we need to give us some blood. This is coming from the patient. Let me get this off and we're going to make some artificial blood.
Give me a urinal or something. Tumbly to stir.
We can shake it.
Yeah.
And then you transfuse ketchup into their lung to cause a seal. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no kidding. Mixologist said it smells. Kind of. Sorry.
Oh, good enough.
Okay. Drop it.
Public service warning, we did not use actual urine on this.
Yep.
Or blood.
Or blood. It's supposed to be blood.
It's kind of nice to use ketchup because then I'll show you how the filter catches the particles.
Oh yeah, good idea. Okay, perfect.
Okay, so you would want more than 200 in here, by the way,
Okay.
before you start auto transfusing.
Honestly, like 2,000.
Yeah, it'll keep filling up. So there's two ways to do this. One, you could do it the syringe method, which means somebody has to stand there and man that at all times. I don't like that method, but it works.
Do the easy way.
Okay, so this needs to go into the auto transfusion.
Show him how that is done.
So this is the actual blood filter, so you don't need blood tubing. And there's a seal in there that you poke.
You can hear it. Okay.
Your patient is not in for yet.
No, it's really hard.
It is really hard.
Nice.
Now, the important thing about this is if you unhook this and don't clamp this, all your blood's going to go on the floor.
Right. So slide clamp that first before you put the Paul filter on. And look how it really takes a lot to get down there. Okay. Slide clamp first, Paul filter. Okay. Now regular tubing. Correct.
Because this is your first filter, so supposedly it doesn't let blood clots into there.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
And this is your second filter, which is what your
Your
blood
backup.
tubing.
Okay. There you go, dear. Sterile. Sorry. This is sterile. Yep. Three-way stopcock.
Three-way stopcock will go on this so that you can prime your pump. Because unless this is higher and lower, the blood won't, but it will flow.
Time. Yep.
If you take time to let it flow, and let the filter fill.
Sure. Okay, gotcha.
So you're all through that
Your
tubing.
chamber. Yep.
So this is the way I like to do it.
Perfect. Looks good. I will slide clamp this down.
So the blood's now through the patient. Now you can put it through a pump that is lower and infuse it that way by looking at this and say it says 500. You can go 500 an hour for that first hour, infuse it that hour, or go higher for that total amount. You can go 999 for 500, then you know you won't go over. And then when that beeps, you look at it again and say, oh no, now we're at 1,000. So now you program it for 1,000 and keep putting that back in.
So
Now,
okay.
so that's just with a regular pump method.
Okay. This pump goes lower, you said?
No, just this would just have to be not on the ground.
Oh, okay. So,
Because otherwise it goes uphill and gives you a deep
Yeah.
pocket. So I usually put it on here on the bed and then this will sit like this.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
put it here. Okay. Just put it here. Okay, yeah.
And then you can run it through there, okay?
Okay, that's.
I find that to be easier when you're by yourself or only have two people.
You can put it down even lower, so.
So
Okay, so it
the
doesn't-
other method is what they're trying to tell you, is you put the stopcock on here. And you do the push-pull method. I don't like this method because usually I would like to be taking care of my patient and knowing
Totally
exactly how much blood they've gotten back. When you do this, you have to count each syringe and mark it down. So, you have to turn the knobs this way, open up your clamps,
You want this back?
and then you pull.
Do you want this back or not? Or, God, what a pain in the butt. Do you have a lot of air?
Well, it should still pull. Oh, that clamp's
Sorry, we're
closed.
clamped off. I'm like, sorry, we're clamped. Okay.
Okay, so then you
Now.
pull.
Sure.
And then you let the air out each time.
Sure.
Once you get going, it won't. And then you have to close off to here. You push this in,
Mm-hmm.
and then you count each syringe to know your total. Now, I'm getting rid of this because now, I don't know how many of you knew Dr. Waters, but he didn't like lots of things.
Mm-hmm.
But he loved it when I did this with the autotransfusion. So you can put an extension tubing on here if you need to. You've ran your thing through. You open up, I look at my thing and say it says 5,000 or 500 in there, yes. And I want to give this back to the patient as fast as I can. You can put blood in here if you want to, but it's a pain in the butt, so I put IV fluids
Oh, okay.
and mark it with a piece of sticker.
999 or whatever.
Yeah, because I want to go at 999.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
We're moving as fast as we can. So 999 and
Mhm.
infuse the sucker in fast.
Okay, and so then it's going to say 500 is what's in the bag.
Right.
Now, when I hit go, I
Uh-huh.
know that it's only going to infuse 500.
Oh, sure.
So where's your urinal at?
Over here.
There's my patient's body.
Yep.
So we'll say 500 and then hit okay, run. And if this stays above, so it's not leaned down like that,
They'll go in. So tape it up.
yeah, so you don't get a bunch of air in the line.
You tape it where the spike is so there's no air in the line.
Yeah, so you could tape it up here at a
Yeah,
right
tape-
angle.
lay down.
Oh.
It has air in the line.
Yeah, okay. But anyhow, that's the gist of it.
Gotcha. So
And then,
tape,
so when
tape up
it,
here. Okay.
so when it's all done, then you say, "Oh, my 500's in." You can write down 500. You can look at your thing and say, "He's had another 900 out. Let's pour another 900 at 999."
Okay. Great.
I find that to be
I find
easier.
that's easy. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah.